Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about history, the definition of history. We will define what is history. Then we'll discuss about the classification of history and then the Stone Ages. Okay, we discuss about the classification of history and Stone Age. In our previous class, we discussed about the syllabus. We discussed the syllabus of history for UPSC examination and for that matter any competitive examination. So first we'll give a definition to history. So what is history? History, it is the word history. It is taken from the Greek word historia, which means an inquiry about our past. So basically history, it is a word taken from the Greek language, that is historia, which means an inquiry about our past. The other definition, okay, another definition for history, it can be said that history, it's a conversation between past and present. So we can say history, it's a conversation between past and present. So that was the definition of history. Then after that, see, to reconstruct history, we require sources. So these sources, they play an important role to reconstruct our history. And that's why, based on the availability of the sources, history, it is divided into three different stages. So what are there? The prehistoric age, the proto-historic age and historic age. So what is this prehistoric age? When it comes to prehistoric age, it is defined as that period of history for which no written records are there. Okay, the period of history for which no written records are present, that is known as prehistoric age. Okay, so what are the evidences through which we can reconstruct the prehistoric age? So the major evidences through which we can reconstruct the prehistoric age, they are the archaeological evidences, and examples of those archaeological evidences are stone tools and skeletons and utensils used by those people. Utensils, skeletons and stone tools which were used by the prehistoric people, they act as a major archaeological evidence to reconstruct our prehistoric age. Then this prehistoric age, based on the changes in the climatic conditions, based on the changes in the lives of human being and different developments which happened in social, political and economic spheres, is again divided into three different stages. So what are these three different stages? They are the Paleolithic age, the Mesolithic age and the Neolithic age. So what is this Paleolithic age? The Paleolithic age is also known as Old Stone Age. Okay. Then comes the Mesolithic age, which is also known as Middle Stone Age. Apart from Middle Stone Age, the Mesolithic age is also known as Microlithic age. Why is it known as Microlithic age? Because small stone tools were used. As small stone tools were used, that's why Mesolithic age is known as Microlithic age. Then comes the Neolithic age. Neolithic age means New Stone Age. This Neolithic age is very important for us because it was during this particular time period man started agriculture in major parts of the world. See, in the Mesolithic age only agriculture was started, but it was confined only to few areas, especially Egypt. Okay, it was confined only to few areas. But during the Neolithic age, man started agriculture in major parts of the world. So that's why Neolithic age is very important, and it is also considered as a revolution in the lives of human beings. And it was during the Neolithic age only wheel was invented, transportation was developed. Okay, pot making on the wheel also started during Neolithic age. And what were the important developments which happened during Mesolithic age? During Mesolithic age, we will see that domestication of animals started. And the first animal which was domesticated by man, it was dog. Okay, dog, he acted as a security guard to the man. Okay, he provided security to the human being. So that's why dog was the first animal which was domesticated by the human being. Apart from that, sheep and goat, they were also domesticated during the Mesolithic age by the human being, so that these animals, they provided him with milk and wool. Wool and milk were provided by sheep and goats. Okay, so that was it about the prehistoric age. Then we'll discuss about the proto-historic age. So what is this proto-historic age? See, in prehistoric age, we have seen that no written records were there, and archaeological evidences, they played an important role for the reconstruction of that particular age. So that's why it was known as prehistoric age. So then what is this proto-historic age? This proto-historic age is that period of history for which written records are available. Okay, written records are available, but they are not yet deciphered, or we are not in a position to understand what those people they have written in those writings. Okay, example is the Indus Valley civilization, because when it comes to Indus Valley civilization, these Indus Valley people, they had a script. Okay, they used to have a script which was known as Bostrofedon. The script of Indus Valley people, it was known as Bostrofedon, which was a hieroglyphic script or a pictographic script. Hieroglyphic means script which is in the form of pictures. Here you can see it in the figure that the script, it is not in the form of letters, but it is in the form of pictures. This is a seal on which Indus Valley people used to write, and this is the pictographic script. Okay, they had a script, okay, which can be used to reconstruct the Indus Valley civilization, history of Indus Valley civilization, but we are not yet in a position to understand what they have written. Okay, this script is not yet deciphered, we can say. Okay, this script is not yet deciphered, so that's why Indus Valley civilization is part of proto-historic age. Okay, then we'll discuss about the historic age. We'll discuss about historic age. So what is this historic age about? Okay, this is the period for which written records are available, and we have deciphered it and extracted information to know about the past. Okay, so history is that part of historic age, is that part of history for which written records are there, and we have deciphered and used those records for reconstruction of this history. Okay, so that is historic age. The best example of historic age, it starts from the Vedic age. Okay, we have written records of Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. Then we have Upanishads. Then we have Aranyakas, Brahmanas, Puranas. All these, they were Itihasas. All these, they were written. So we can use those written records to reconstruct our historic age, which starts from the Vedic age till the modern times. Okay, that is the part of historic age. Okay, example here is the Ashokan period of Mauryas. See, Ashoka's inscription. Okay, Ashoka, he is known for his inscriptions. It were first time deciphered by James Principe. Okay, Ashoka's inscriptions, they were written in Brahmi script, and this Brahmi script, it was first deciphered by James Principe. After this decipherment of Ashoka's inscriptions, we are now in a position to understand what was Ashoka's policy of Dhamma, his administrative setup, and everything relating to Ashoka. And after Ashoka, we have seen that many rulers, they started recording all the events which happened in their empire. Okay, but Ashoka was the first ruler to start recording the court events. Court events were recorded for the first time during the time of Ashoka, and these were recorded in the form of inscriptions which were deciphered, which were written in Brahmi script and were deciphered by James Prinsep. So this was it, guys. We have today learned about the classification of history into three different ages, that is prehistoric age, proto-historic age and historic age. So what is this prehistoric age? Prehistoric age means history for which no written records are there and only archaeological evidences are used to reconstruct this prehistoric age. And then this prehistoric age is again divided into three stages based on the availability of resources, based on the climatic changes and developments in human lives, that is social, economic and political developments. What are the three stages? Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age and Neolithic age. This Paleolithic age, it is also known as Old Stone Age. Mesolithic age, it is also known as Middle Age or Middle Stone Age or Microlithic age. Then Neolithic age, which is also known as New Stone Age. So that was regarding the prehistoric age. Then we also studied about the proto-historic age. What was the proto-historic age? It was that part of history for which written records are there, but they are not yet deciphered. Okay, they are not yet deciphered. So that part of history, it is known as proto-historic age. So best example for proto-historic age, it was Indus Valley civilization, because Indus Valley people, though they had script, we have not yet deciphered that script. So that's why Indus Valley civilization becomes part of proto-historic age. Then we studied about the historic age. Historic age is that part of history for which written records are there and archaeological evidences are also used, and these written records, they have been deciphered by the people. Okay, they have been deciphered by different historians and used to reconstruct this historic age. Historic age in India, it starts from the Vedic age, because they are they are Vedas, right? Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda and Atharva Veda. Then we have Brahmanas, Upanishads, Aranyakas, different Itihasas and Puranas to reconstruct the Vedic age. All these are they written and they have even deciphered because they are written in Sanskrit. So that's why the prehistoric age in India, it starts from Vedic age till yesterday. Till yesterday we can keep it as a part of historic age. Okay, the best example for historic age is the Ashoka's inscription, because Ashoka, he belonged to Mauryan Empire and he was the first ruler to start the recording of all the events which happened in his court. Okay, and these events, they were they were written on an inscription. Okay, they were written on stone slabs, and that stone slabs, they were known as inscriptions. Okay, so inscriptions of Ashoka, they played a very important role in the reconstruction of our Mauryan history, because the Ashokan inscriptions, they help us to know about the important developments which happened during the time of Ashoka, his administrative setup, and even the neighboring rulers who were contemporary of Ashoka. See, when Ashoka was ruling the Mauryan Empire, who were his neighboring rulers? We can know about them from Ashokan inscriptions. So that's why inscriptions and its decipherment, it played a very important role in the reconstruction of our history. Okay, thank you guys, and stay safe, stay home.